Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. How have we been? As for we over here, we've been doing just fine, all right? So I told you we would have a grip on some of these issues that are erupting or emanating in the last few days, all right? And you know what? Kaboom! We have one grip on a particular issue that I would like to share with us. I gave you a peripheral update about the fact that Bola Tinubu might be or might actually really be named somebody else or be answering somebody's name right in the early 70s and in the late 70s and in the early 80s, all right? But we didn't have any document to buttress our points. But let me tell you now, right now, congratulations, we have a document, okay, from Chicago State University that is going to serve as an evidence or a proof to show that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was never his name. Are you shocked? Don't be shocked, all right? So, did you know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had a change of name? That is what I'm trying to tell you now. It has been confirmed indeed, all right? And now I have the affidavit for the alleged change of name. It is now available, as I told you before, all right? Now, in his Chicago State University admission documents, all right, and his graduation documents, there was a particular document that existed, all right? So, from our source, I decided to inculcate few sources from Chicago. I had few sources from West Virginia, all right, and I also had one person inside Illinois, all right, in Chicago too, so that we will be able to bring these things together, okay? And myself, I'm a source myself from one of the places around there. So, of course, so first of all, one of my sources said, check this out. Bola Ahmed Tinubu scribbled something not legible when asked for former names in one of the Chicago State University documents he is fighting to block from being released. Okay, that is one proof. And then, of course, I told you that information reaching me revealed that there exists an affidavit of a change of name signed by Bola Tinubu in the late 70s. The affidavit sought to change his name from Amoda Yekini Shangodele to Bola Tinubu. Now, let me show you this proof. On your screen, as you can see, is a document that Chicago State University actually used, or Bola Ahmed Tinubu used when he was in Chicago State University, all right? Allegedly, yeah, he might have attended Chicago State University, but under which name did he get the admission into Chicago State University? Who was he before he got the admission into Chicago State University? What name did he use before and after he got the admission into CSU? From what you're seeing on your screen, there is a place that is actually left for former names. Yes, in case you had a former name, you can append it in that space, all right? Bola Tinubu wrote something there. As you can see, he wrote something there, and that thing he wrote there is not legible. It cannot be seen. That means, indeed, he had a formal name. Do you understand? Indeed, he had a formal name. And that formal name is what we are fighting to know. But sources have said his formal name was Shangodele Amoda Yekini. So, from what is there, you can see that he didn't really want that thing to be visible. If he had no formal name, he wouldn't have wrote something there where it was asked, or he was asked to append a formal name, if any. Do you understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going to? All right, that is how it is. All right, so that is an expose file on who the real Bola Tinubu is and what his name was before and after the Chicago State University admission. All right, now we cannot overemphasize this. If he is not Bola Tinubu really, that means there are lots of files that the FBI will release that will shock you, because this file I just brought to you now is a leak from the FBI. Don't ask me how I got it, because I always have my ways, Yeah, so because I have viewers that always want to, see Nigeria running smoothly. So for Nigeria to run smoothly, we must expose these bad people, all right? So that they would leave the political periphery of our country, and they give way for, very, very strong, capable, and competent people that would steer Nigeria to the promised land. That is that on that update. Now, on the just concluded judgment of the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, a PDP chieftain, Mr. Dan Ulasi, has reacted to the judgment of the Justice Haruna Samani-led tribunal, and he has proved by what he said that the judgment was indeed written by another person, not the judges. Okay, if this judgment was indeed, not written by another person, it was written by another person, not the judges. All right, I brought you an update some time ago that the judgment to be read was allegedly written by somebody else, not the judges. People didn't believe. Here is somebody from the People's Democratic Party, someone who attends all the court sessions, someone who is in this tribunal case together with everybody. He has come to, confirm that update. Please stay tuned for this video where Dan Ulasi made the revelation.
I went to my principal the day we did what they call the final presentation. I was with Atiku, and I listened. That was the day I knew we lost the case at that tribunal. I listened to the chairman of that panel lambasting P2B, lambasting Atiku, lambasting the two political parties that put in a petition. Even senior advocate Uche, who was making his presentation, he disgraced him. He told you where he was going. But most importantly, I sat in my room for almost 12 hours or a little more than that, listening to the reading of that judgment. I can bet my life that that judge did not write what he was reading. Because it was not fluent, it was not coherent. It is something somebody wrote for somebody and he's just reading it. But let me see what will happen in the Supreme Court. I don't need to. My younger brother is a senior advocate of Nigeria, so I don't want to preempt what happened. But what happened in the first tribunal is nothing to write home about. It's unfortunate it did happen.
All right, Dan Ulasi there. What he said was true, of course. So we don't like to emphasize much because we can't really say this over and over again. Those involved know themselves and they are guilty as charged and as said. Yes, even though they are yet to be charged, they are guilty as said. All right, so Nigeria would be better. I have that, I have that premonition. I have that feeling that Nigeria will be better. Though not now, but very soon, Nigeria will be better. Wait, let the FBI avail the greater part of all these little updates I'm giving you. Then you will know that Nigeria will actually be better. Okay. First of all, Joe Biden, the president of the US, has rejected the meeting with Bola Tinubu. Secondly, the FBI are agreeing to bring out his files. His files, according to David Hundeyin, are allegedly 7,000 pages of documents, but the FBI agreed to bring out 2,500. What did this man do that is embedded in a 7,000 page document? What on earth did Bola Tinubu do in the US? Did he steal the country? That's what we will confirm come October. All right. Now, secondly or lastly, let me say the NLC and the TUC, talking about the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Commission, have come to address a press conference, and they have decided to embark on a total and indefinite shutdown of the nation starting from Tuesday, the 3rd day of October 2023, and to also direct all workers to withdraw their services and loyalty from their respective places of civil service. This is in another way called a strike, not a warning strike this time around. Well, maybe the scales have fallen off the eyes of NLC and TUC, and they have decided to call for a strike in order for the government, the federal government to be very, very precise, to see to the plight of workers in the country. Please stay tuned for the representatives of the TUC and the NLC during the prestigious press conference.
So, in the spirit of the Independence Day celebration, and to demonstrate our resolve for a truly independent Nigeria, to take our destinies in our own hands and rescue our nation. 2, to embark on an indefinite and total shutdown of the nation beginning on 0 hours, Tuesday, the 3rd day of October 2023. 3, to direct all workers in Nigeria to withdraw their services from their respective workplaces commencing from the 3rd of October 2023. 4, to direct all affiliates and state councils to immediately to immediately start mobilizing accordingly for action to organize street protests and rally until government responds positively to our demands. 5. To enjoin all patriotic Nigerians to join hands across the nation to assist this government, put the people back at the center of its policies and programs.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed that update. Before I call it quits, let me give you a brief analysis on the last video. Well, it is now confirmed. I have an update that I'm going to bring to you that exists that has 10 lies that Bola Tinubu has told Nigerians right from when he came into office till date. All right, these lies continue to reoccur and and resurface. All right, that means that this man is not really straightforward. So in the wake of those lies, the NLC and the TUC have decided to say, okay, we are tired of these lies and we have decided to go on a very, very long and deliberate shutdown. Okay, please, let's hope that this shutdown will bring about the light to shine on workers and on their wages. All right, and let's hope that this particular strike will actually be a means that the federal government would listen to, because we have seen cases where strikes upon strikes have been embarked on and the federal government did little or nothing to address such issues. All right, let us hope that positivity returns to the civil service with this looming strike. Thanks so much for staying with us. From our table, we would like to call it quits, but before we do so, I would like to urge you, our lovely viewers, please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. And then if you're watching me for the first time, please tap the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you would always, get to see me firsthand anytime I drop a new content. From my table, I'm saying, see you next time. Bye.